Hello everybody, I am Count Christo. This is the wonderful Black Ice mod of HOI4, and this is the Once More With Feeling campaign. Thank you ever so very much for taking some time, some of your valuable time out of your day to join me. We are playing the German Reich, and I have a very important announcement, which is that storage works. Look at it. We can output from storage. Hell freaking yeah. Including element tungsten storage and rubber storage, all these things now work, which is absolutely brilliant, brilliant news. Which means before the war starts, we urgently need to acquire a larger rubber storage. Give me rubber storage right now. And the idea is we're going to store up a bunch of rubber by importing it before the war, and then we won't have to import nearly as much once the war begins. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. I'm extremely happy about this. Thank you. I should just by name Jack. Jack is a Black Ice developer who spent some of his valuable time troubleshooting and figuring out what was wrong with my mod and making it so that, well, his mod, I suppose, but his mod on my computer, and making it so that we could get this functioning for us. So thank you, Jack. It is much appreciated. All right. Without further ado, let's get back into it, which means we should now really output from this storage a bit and not import stuff. It looks like you can only output 6 per level of thing you have. Because on tungsten, I can output 12. Yeah. So we want to make sure... Well, first off, stop outputting... Yeah, don't output rubber. Don't output any of this. Good. We're going to import an excess of rubber so that we build up a storage nice and quickly. Because it can fill at any rate, as far as I can tell. Let me just check that here. If I imported just a Christ ton from the Dutch East Indies, yeah, it would fill at a huge rate. Okay. So, don't do that, though. We have no convoys right now, apparently. Okay, I guess I'll import a bit less from you. No? Still have no convoys. Alright, you know what? Let's just build more convoys. That's fine. We have got 5 dockyards on convoys right now. Just building about 1 every 2 days. Okay, that's pretty good. I do want to keep these naval bases over in the Eastern Med. I think they'd be useful for us. Yes, good. Okay, so we have some garrison units to assign. If you want to hop on over here, that would be marvelous. We're going to need a Memel guy. Nice. Now, Genoa just has a normal infantry guy in it. No, there is apparently a garrison guy that should be there. Ah, probably supply issues in this region. Yes. Okay. Well, we're probably going to want to build some supply depots before the war breaks out. Alright, the last 3. We'll go 1 here. I'll send 2 over here. And then I'll move 1 manually to here. One of them can go, I guess, over here. Add up another guy. Maybe on... they'd love to invade Wilhelmshaven. In vanilla, anyway. And we should get rid of you, because when we go so far over the cap, it's just going to be... He's not going to be useful. We should instead put someone here. Because his bonuses will apply to all these guys just the same. So, outdated equipment. The fighter. Recently invented a new fighter. And I think we're inventing another one. I thought we were going to immediately invent yet another fighter. No. Requires... Ah, okay, you have to do this first. Okay, good to know. We might want to go Fock instead. Let's just take a look here. Much higher air defense, much lower agility, much higher air attack. Cheaper. Oh, terrible range. No, we'll go with the BF. That's fine. Got lots of political power right now, but that's okay. I think we probably want to just sit on it for now. Unless there's someone here I really want to change. Like, yeah, you don't seem very good for us right now. Weekly stability is good. Ooh. Yeah, sympathetic judge here could be good too. All building construction speed 5% requires Office of Armament and Defense. Okay. Well, we might well want to go to weekly stability, but I think for now, sympathetic judge seems extremely good. Another sympathetic judge to get our consumer goods factories down even lower. Only 14% now. That's so good. So during the war, right now, we're importing oil and rubber. In the future, we're not going to need to import. We're currently importing chromium as well. We're not going to need to import chromium. We've got some down here. We're not going to be able to. Not going to need tungsten. We've got some here, and we'll take control of Sweden for their northern chromium supply. Rubber is basically the only thing I'm really worried about. So I think we're going to just prioritize stockpiling a bunch of rubber, which we will need obviously for our motorized, for our mechanized, and all that good stuff. Okay. So on pause. So we're barreling rapidly towards war with Romania. In fact, we already have a war goal. Why are we waiting? Right, we're mobilizing. That's right. One more week. We have changed the Enigma codes, which is strange because we're not at war. But yeah, that event isn't quite factored right, but that's okay. We forgive the wonderful mod developers because they've been so very helpful. I'm going to import more rubber than this. Right, we're struggling because of convoys, so we have to reduce our import level. Actually, I was going to increase it, but oh well. I could get some from the Soviets since we border them without using any convoys. That seems good. Oh, we actually have 13 convoys now. Here, I'll get some from you. We have terrible supply in the Alpine region all of a sudden. Why did that go up so much? Ah, these guys are moving through. Fair enough. We're going to build supply depot. You can only build one in the state and the neighboring states. Okay, can you stack these? You know what? Rather than testing it, I'm just going to ask real quick. Can you stack depots in states next to each other to get the bonus many times over? Okay. We're going to build one in Piedmont. They're cheap, right? They're actually not that cheap. That's pretty bad. I'm going to build one in Mossland as well to help in Wallonie because we're going to be punching through here and using up lots of supply. Okay, good. Some of these can be lowered in priority until we're actually full. They're not a huge urgency. Right, so now these guys have moved out. Yeah, these guys take up just an ungodly amount of supply. 4.7. Jesus Christ. That's pretty impressive. The 7 artillery battalions will do that to you. Okay. What else do I want to be doing? We're going to need another infantry field marshal. There's our mobilization. Good. Let's declare this war then. We're going to go speed 3, I think. Oh, and I should immediately begin mobilizing yet more. Yeah. Wait, we're on standing army. That sounds better than limited mobilization. But clearly it isn't, so up to limited. Which is now going to take some time. We're not concerning ourselves with trade anymore. They still aren't actually even going towards that thing. We've got the guys ready to deploy. They are already deployed. We should conserve fuel for a second, so you guys stop your training. Okay, and Romania, no guarantees. War it is. Appoint pro-Axis government. Too late, I'm afraid, my man. Too late. Where are we going to punch through? What's the strategy here? Well, we should take them seriously, first off. This is not a puny Hungary that we're coming across. These guys have a lot of divisions and a highly defensible border the further in we get. So let's heavily prioritize encirclements. The way we're going to do that, first off, we're going to hit them in the flatlands. And then we're going to follow through with serious encirclement maneuvers. In here and across, in here and up, in here and down, in here and across. That's the plan. We've got, obviously, excuse me, guys, if you wouldn't mind operating, that would be lovely. Right, we have huge air superiority. We'll put the Gestapo in our divisions, which I guess is like, you know, keeping people in line, that kind of thing. Making sure no one has any subversive thoughts. Gestapo in division. Sounds good. Next up. We urgently need a lot of this stuff. I think field hospital. Well, no. Logistics company is a critical research. We do have logistics companies in our infantry, right? Yeah. Because the supply use is just such an important modifier. It's phenomenally important. You guys get straight in here and then cut south. Yeah, and you guys cut in here. Whichever the fastest route is. That works. Broke them in Ard, which is great. Tanks arriving first, obviously. These aren't our good tanks. How are the tanks, by the way? Could do with a few more in training. Down to 1,000 manpower. If we play well, we should be able to kill Romania with less than 1,000 casualties. Let's see. I really like, by the way, that it tracks your casualties up here. It's an extremely good feature. Okay, one guy pinning action, please. Get straight in there. That's right. Everybody in. We don't need 6 going south. We need some coming this way. Good. Pinning action here, please. Alright, we're struggling here a bit, but it looks like we are going to push through. Good. Reinforcements in here. Holding action. Good. Cover the flanks. You're going to go straight down. Get some more pinning action here. Should give you time. Don't need 3 guys doing that. You guys can cut further in. Good. We need to catch as much as possible of their main force in this initial breakthrough encirclement. Although the fact that it's going so easily does indicate to me that we would be able to pull off another secondary encirclement if we had to. Pin them, for the love of God. Okay. How long on your move? 5 days. Holy Christ. Well, maybe we will end up encircling them slightly further down then. Let's pull them one further tile further back, just here, to relax the pressure on the sides of this pocket we're establishing. Gonna need a pin that's gonna hold for a bit. You guys keep coming in here. Good. Come down. I want reinforcements deeper in. And you. Let's be a bit reckless. Charge in here. That would be a nice way to pocket them. Looks like that is going to pan out pretty well. Good. Damn, they're retreating. Come on. Don't arrive before mine. What have we got? The infantry were faster. 1 day 23. Damn it. Okay. In which case the tanks should start doing something like this. Not going to arrive in time. This guy could hopefully pin them there long enough. Since we are breaking them, we might as well break them hard. Pin them, pin them, pin them. Don't let them out of this pocket. Okay, good. Broken them in here. No? Excuse me? Where's my move? Oh, he was going in there. No, you guys, get in here. Get in here. Don't worry about covering your flank. They haven't got the oomph to push through us at all. Italy wants to join the war. No, thank you, Italy. Next up, I do want these cars, and they're already 50% done. Yeah, let's grab them. They're holding us in these mountains, unsurprisingly. This is the problem. We mustn't fight in the mountains. Let's get these tanks trying to encircle this southern detachment. The motorized Catel 2. New heavy machine gun. Should definitely start constructing those. Hard attack +5 is pretty good. Soft attack on a lot of divisions there. Motorized fuel capacity is pretty good. I think it's time to get the massive organization bonus. Right, and begin constructing that stuff. We've got unite people under the government, which you don't need to do. Can you just always do this? Like, this seems incredibly powerful. I'm going to ask whether that's just always something you're able to do. 'Cause it seems, yeah, just truly absurdly powerful. Oh, we never actually switched over the fighter, god darn it. Alright, so we're going to make a variant. Do we need drop tanks on these bad boys? Yeah, definitely. Although fighters I usually use relatively defensively in this game, I've found out. More agility. It's not at a huge cost. Reliability doesn't matter a huge deal, but that's a lot of agility right there. Let's do some of that. We also need a bit of fuel capacity though. Let's do that. Yeah. Alright, get to work on these, please. Scrap that. Didn't lower our production efficiency by very much. Nice. New submachine guns and new... You can't edit in this mod, can you? No. New heavy machine gun teams. Very nice. You guys, keep pushing in. Do not stop. Good, good, good. Yeah, the pinning action here is going a little bit too well. It looks like we are going to get the pocket just here. So that we can cut into the city. Deny them that supply. They held us here. No, we're breaking through. Good. I was surprised, as you could probably hear in my voice there. You guys can start rushing in for the VPs at this point, honestly. Their front line is buckling under this offensive, and our massive air cover is no doubt causing big problems for them. You could try slow those guys down. It will cost us some lives. We are down to 6,000, up to rather 6,000 casualties now, which is more than I'd like to see. I have to get used to the fact that casualties in Black Ice, even when you have overwhelming odds, are a lot higher than vanilla, which I like because they do get a little low for my liking in vanilla sometimes. My liking in terms of feeling realism, that is. Japan wants a tripartite pact. Now, for all the unhistorical stuff I've done in this game, I am going to do this, even though it's a bad idea, because I think pulling the US to war with us will be fun. So we will sign the tripartite pact with Japan, absolutely. You guys crush in here and here and here. Good, 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 good. So we've now guaranteed the independence of Japan. And Italy. I don't think. Italy is not really quite the member of that pact that they were historically. Being, you know, a puppet and all that. Right, if you could just focus a little bit more energy on this pocket so we can finish them off. Good. There we go. How many dead Romanians we got so far? 200,000. Jeez. That's pretty bad. Or good, depending on, you know, your perspective. You cutting in there? Yep, they're retreating. It's annoying. No one's going here? Why is no one going here? That doesn't seem right. Well, at least make them pay for their retreat. You guys want to cut in here. We can probably go straight on over through here. Good. And we're across the mountains in the north, all but. You guys want to break them there. That'll be fabulous. We're going to get the pocket here. And these three. Finish them off. How many? 1 hour. Sorted. Got them there in the mountains. No encirclement penalty. I guess because they have a border with Soviets there. Yeah, the south is crumbling. Nice. We're going to switch air zones soon. Right, I was going to bring these guys up to the front. Let's do that. And we are 100% out of fuel. I guess we temporarily, dramatically increase imports from the Soviet Union. But we won't need to do that for long. See, this is what I didn't want them to do. Our pocket was not quite as successful as I had hoped. I really want these other ones for the 1% outputs, but maybe that's not enough to really be doing right now. More local supplies is hugely important. Let's get that. Problem is, you know, there's a freaking lot of things that are hugely important. It's good. The tech tree being too big for you to get all of it is an extremely good design choice, in my opinion. Because if you can get all of it, there's no strategical depth to it. In this way, you have to make tough choices about, do I build this? Do I research this? Do I research this? And that, to me, is the hallmark of a good tech tree. Where you have to prioritize and all that kind of stuff. You guys, the center is looking extremely weak. See if we can rush in there. And as soon as we can get to these glorious Bucharest oil fields, I'm gonna be laughing. Yeah, they're still just putting up a bit of resistance in the south, but nothing too severe. How's that mobilizing going? Almost there. Good. We could go to wartime. Oh yeah, we should totally do this. Yeah. We lose some stability, but our stability is currently high. It thinks it's going down by 0.5 a week, which just doesn't seem true. If we started having more problems, then what could we do to change it? It's not actually that much. We give even more civilian fuel. But right now, I'm not actually seeing the problem, so let's pretend it doesn't exist. And turn on some bonds. Which I think, doesn't that help with... No, it doesn't help with consumer goods. 14% of our consumer goods is 50 factories. That's why you need more civs. There's our mortar 3s. Good. I think I'll take the breakthrough next. Good. Alright, and that does mean we have a mortar team to upgrade. Cut in here, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep the pressure on these guys all the way along the line. We are having some slight supply issues here, but it's not going to be a long enough conflict for that to become a serious problem, I don't think. There, they're giving us some trouble, but we're across here. There goes England. Sorry about the siren. There goes England expanding their influence in the region. Taking over the Iraqi Republic. I wonder if they're going to go against Iran. Do they have an overhauled focus tree? Yes, they do. I'm not surprised. So what do they just do to get the Iraq claim? I was thinking it was going to be somewhere around here. Huh. They haven't even done steady as she goes yet. That's interesting. Oh, here we go. Anglo-Soviet invasion. Did they just justify it? They must have had an event or a decision, I guess. Yeah, that's probably what it was. Okay. Still cutting in here. Good progress in the south. There's the mobilization done. The final one. I don't think we need to do it yet. Oh, but there's like no advantage. Except you get a bit more political power. Yeah, the advantages only come at standing and reserve, not at limited. Okay, well, we'll go to general mobilization then. That's fine by me. Okay, you guys get across here. You guys can south help out. Looks like it's in the south here that we're gonna really put the pain to them. Another airbase here. You guys could advance. There's the Gestapo giving us some bonuses. Oh yeah, I should check. Are these as good as vanilla? I like that that's a bit more balanced. And this one as well. They're all changed. That's cool. Those ones still seem pretty good. And there are the new ones. There's a whole. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a whole bunch of new ones. I remember. Is there a stability one? We're probably going to find ourselves going to a stability one later on. That's cool. Ambitious naval effort. Stabilize the nation. There it is. But I can't do it. We just have to have less than 75%. Okay. That's a lot of weekly stability. And... well, that's pretty good. Gives you more organization, more stability, more research speed. It does cost 1% civs. Oh, wow. Minus 6% civs. But it crushes your stability. You can do a huge amount of infrastructure, though. Doing that temporarily as the Soviets to build a Trans-Siberian infrastructure network could be really valuable. These guys are really struggling to operate down here. We need this airbase, which we're just about to get. What perfect timing. You guys keep cutting in here. I want to see them collapse. And we're cutting in the north as well. It's just the center in the mountains where they're really managing to hold it all. Which makes all kinds of sense when you think about it. Right, never did a national focus. It's honestly not a huge amount that I want right now. This, by the way, is how you were supposed to get the stuff to help what's-his-face out. Let's get the Arctic weather base, just see what it does. Probably just gives some convoy rating efficiency or something. Alright, there's our airbase. It can hold 300 airplanes. So you guys plus you guys, and then we'll move some of you closer like this. Do-do-do. Good, and we can fit another 200 here, and they can fly over here. Good. Now we should have a pretty straight run into Bucharest. Bucharest falling without a fight is ideal. It's a heavily fortified city. So that's how I like to take it. With trivial ease. You guys cut down here. Excuse me, just you, gentlemen. Cut down here, thank you. You guys all going in there. Keep pushing them back there. Good, good, good. 14,000 casualties. It's not terrible for, you know, a whole nation here. And there we go. Bunch of political power for that capital capture. Probably that should only fire for mages. Seems a little bit overpowered. We could go, like, all the way up to state requisition already. Which I think I'm going to do until I start seeing stability problems. I guess we were at positive stability ticking for so long that it's just gone, like, ridiculously high. Print money. I love how print money, the only problem is the stability. So yeah, we're going to go state requisition, which is going to bring us up to 125% factory output. It's pretty freaking good. And we get more resource gain, and we build mills and dockyards faster. There's improved computing machine. I'm going to go immediately for the decryption. There's a lot of other stuff I want as well, believe me. But I'm going to go decryption to start with. Keep cutting in, across the river into the mountains. Not a problem for the fully mobilized might of the Wehrmacht. Wehrmacht? I'm not sure actually. Alright, come in here, down here. You get them there, good. They should capitulate very soon. There are some large victory points on the coast, which is probably why they haven't. This one's a 10, I think, 15, yeah. I like the increased variance of victory points that Black Ice has added. It's fun. You know, more smaller ones. It's cool. Maybe they haven't added more. No, they definitely added more. But they've also added new symbols for them, which is kind of fun. Cutting across. Good. You guys just rush up here. Straight in here. Back them up. Nice. There we go. Kingdom of Italy seeks to join the Axis. Yeah, sure. We're going to take all states. And I apologize to those of you that hate that, but it's going to happen. Alright. We now have 20... What do you mean 36 extracted? There's only 20 oil here. Oh, right, because it's changing hands. I remember. Kingdom of Italy joins the Axis. Yeah, right. And we are going to industrialize here to get the oil. Good. So, now, I told you, this border, it doesn't look that bad. I kind of like it. So, now, it's time for Poland and France. Let's gear up for the proper war. We, when are my battleships deploying? They've deployed. Let's take a look-see here. The Tirpitz. Come on, Tirpitz. Come on out, Tirpitz. Oh, look at it. Look at it. It's beautiful. Fantastic. Okay. Have that merge into our main fleet. No decision available. Naval War Games. Does upgrade one of our guys once we finished. We're okay on political power right now. Sure, let's do some Naval War Games. And I'm going to start doing a bunch of war games, I think. Just trying to train up my my commanders. We never did put a commander in charge of the coastal subs. We need someone who's going to make them really hard to spot. I mean, one of these guys, probably, right? More spotting chance. Actually doesn't change the ability for them to get spotted. But I suppose our spotting does actually help us spot them first and therefore not get killed. I feel like Blockade Runner would be useful, but for now we're going to go with the highest tier Wolf Pack, Wolf Guy, and we'll give him Seasoned Sea Wolf just as soon as we can. And Donuts, do you need it? He's already got it. We'll give him the top Sea Wolf as well. And Silent Hunter, so he can actually fire without revealing himself while retreating. Yeah, excellent. Okay, now the main force is being led by this fine gentleman here, who probably does want, yeah, enemy fleet size penalty will be really nice for when they do find us. And they will find us. So now let's take a look at the fleet here. So, the ones that are going to make up the actual raiding force. These guys, the Hipper can come. The improved, the Königsberg and Leipzig class, we'll have to consider those. Obviously, we're going to take all of our 1930 Raider class cruisers. And that's all, I think, so far? Yeah, okay. So these are the ships that we've actually built. We've built 13 of them. It's not very many, I agree. Well, not counting the Hippo. We've built 12 of these to our custom design. You need... I think it's 4 or 5 screens per capital ship. So for these 5, we'd need 15. Obviously, we don't have that. Look, for these 5, we need 15? Christo, what is the matter with you? For these 5, we'd need 25. So we're probably going to have to do something like not take some of these to start with, at least. I think... Or we could bring in some cruisers. The problem with that, obviously, is they have to be fast enough. But that's basically the only concern. 28 is a bit slow. He's fast enough. He's a bit slow. He's a bit slow. He's fast enough. He's fast enough. So, there we go. We're up to 13 screens. That means we can have 2 capital ships. That's not really what I'm looking for, but we've got some more coming. I suppose maybe that's the argument for sending destroyers as well, but they'll just die too easily. So all these guys are too slow, just to confirm. Oh, and the Graf's Bay. Are you a capital ship? Yeah, he's a heavy cruiser, right? Yeah, he's a heavy cruiser. So he's a capital ship. Yes, so we can't bring him. Although maybe we bring... Let's look at these guys. So comparing... Well, yeah. Which of these do we want to bring is the question. I'm guessing it's going to be the Hipper. But maybe... Oh god, yeah, these guys are just immediately eliminated by speed. The Graf Spey is not too slow, but no, I think they're all too slow. We're looking at a fleet speed of 30, basically. That's the objective. Need to merge back up. Okay, so can I see the speed of this fleet anywhere? Like if I tell it to move and hover on it, doesn't look like it. It'll arrive in 7 hours. Look how fast this thing moves around. Like how long does it take me to get to Spain? Let's have a look here. Can I not hover here? I thought I could. Okay, that's fine. Just hover here. It only takes 3 days and 2 hours to get to freaking coast of Spain. That's impressive. So the typical run to try and get out to the mid-Atlantic for some glorious high seas raiding. So let's see here. We'd obviously hug the coast. We'd probably actually try and get out of here and go a long way north before cutting in. Why won't it let me control shift these orders? I don't understand. Well, okay, we'll do it in stages. So first we sail here. That takes 1 day and 22 hours. Oh, I can't do it in stages. Well, we can just have them sail there. Okay. Okay, no, here's how we do it. Let's say they're in Wilhelmshaven. Okay, we want them to get out into this mid-Atlantic gap to raid some convoys. So step 1, and we're gonna wait until go into port. Okay. So on the 14th of August at 1 AM we set out. We probably want to time it so we're under cover of darkness in this section here, is my guess. Anyway, so let's see how long it takes us to get out there. It's really not long to get here, that's for darn sure. Obviously they have lower organization because we're manually issuing these orders, which the navies don't like. It's actually faster to go this way, I guess. Okay. So it's only about... God, it's really... They do not allow you to shift click on these guys for some reason. So it's going to take us about 6 days to move the raiding force. No. Yeah, 6 days. Five days, really. 5 and a bit. 5 and almost 6. To move our raiding force out into the Central Atlantic. So the question is, can they remain undetected for 5 days? I don't know the answer. It's certainly going to be... it's going to be close. It's going to be close. I hope we can get out completely undetected by dint of our great speed. Let's just do a check here. All these guys are fast enough. No. 1930, why? Why are the 1930 raiders so slow? What? I swear. Oh, is it experience? Are inexperienced ships slower? U-27, 27.2, 27.2, 29. Oh, because that's a different class. Why are they so slow? I swore we built them to be 30. Yeah, excuse me, game? I'm outraged. I'm livid. Oh, no, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's because they're in the open ocean. Yeah, this is ocean depth 1,000 to 3,000. And if we look at terrain, once they get to deep oceans... No. Yeah, this kind of ocean, they're slower? No? They're not, though. This isn't supposed to be slower. Oh, sorry, these guys aren't slower, but are you slower? Yes. Okay. So, in the fjords and archipelagos, which is where he is for a lot of the distance, and then the shallow oceans, they're okay. Their movement's fine. It's just once they're in the actual open ocean. But that's okay, because it's shallow sea all the way through the dangerous area. And then once they're into the open sea, that's where they want to be. Okay. Whew. I panicked for a bit there. Okay, so, in the next episode, we will draw up the plans for the war and probably kickstart it. Poland's going to cease to exist. Probably Yugoslavia and Bulgaria as well, in short order. They're going to be wiped from the map. And we're going to get this party started. I will see you then. Bye-bye.